차리차리.
Entering menu narration pop-up. Do you want menu narration? No, turn to off.
Welcome to Road to Glory. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your legendary college career. Before you get started, you can customize your experience to your liking in the settings. This is also where you can import team builder teams for both high school and college. If you'd like, you can build out custom conferences so the college football landscape looks the way you want it to. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Collins, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the big house has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's left, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Just seconds into this game, we already have a turnover and haven't even snapped one from scrimmage.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Trying to bull his way in. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice 2nd down defense there that time. It looked like the defense was anticipating the drag route that time. We saw they were able to rally to the ball, get him down on the ground. It now sets up 3rd down in the red zone. Let's see what they do here.
Back's got it. Touchdown, Michigan. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Talking to coaches this week, man, they talked about starting fast. Well, they did the exact opposite. Giving up a touchdown on the very first drive. First play, you try to go aggressive, try to go get it back, and now you throw the interception. Nothing going right so far for this squad.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
A run for the quarterback. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Underwood. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Helms. Makes the catch, and he's free. Past the 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Once he got some room, it was over. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Play of this drive will come from their own 23. They go to the ground. There he goes. He'll inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the Little Brown Jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then. A little, you're gonna fix the game, mess with my players, and I think all of those things. It's really cool to learn the backdrops, Jesse, of rivalries and how things are named the way they are, and why the hatred usually runs so deep.
And you know what's interesting is a lot of these players on the field right now, they probably don't have any idea of the history and how interesting that is. All they care about is adding another trophy to the trophy case, and they want the Little Brown Jug in that box.
And they can't make the connection on third down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. The Wolverines will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, blowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. That one comes out hot down the right side. Makes a deep grab. He's loose. To the house. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Balls it inside his 20, and here he comes. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Underwood. Working that left side now. In the lore of the Little Brown Jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, you get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little Brown Jug did.
Defense not showing press coverage. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Again, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Dances away. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Gets the back moving. Corners are going to bail. Throwing, Underwood. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Makes the catch. It's Helms. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He might want another play. Off the play fake. Under fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Their play caller was dialing up, it was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together how they looked earlier in the game.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Underwood to throw. A little screen to the running back. Caught, and he's got room. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
He's looking to pass. Gets it to the back. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Underwood. He's not gonna make it, and he couldn't get there to tie the game. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Lindsey. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Quarterback may change this route. To the air on second down. He turns that loose down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Goes high to pull it in. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27. The Gophers will take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Helm. Breaks into the open. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Golden Gophers will have it first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout called by the Golden Gophers, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Rushes on him. And they got it.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the way this defense is fighting down here close to their own goal line, right? They get a sack on the first play. Great coverage on the second one, knocking it away. Here comes a huge third down. Can they do it again? Can they come up with another big one?
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Let's it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Throwing, Underwood. Here's a heat. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Touchdown, Wolverines. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And the Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was
goes high to pull it in. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised, in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Michigan offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Delay to the back. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the middle. And they're not on the same page there.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I thought the game plan has been so good.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Wolverines peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Dumps it to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Underwood. Here comes the heat. Fakes to grab. Turns it on in midfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Makes it past the marker. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! So a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we played 3 quarters. break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's picked off for the third time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Michigan!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator.